So the rundown on the statistics there, and the challenger Romero has reach advantage, and he's also unbeaten, and Mancini has lost one. So right at the start, it'd be easy, of course, to recognise the Peruvian challenger, southpaw style, blue trunks, and just to make it easier, he's even got his name emblazoned around his waistband there. Boom Boom Mancini, very popular in New York, although he comes from Ohio. He's got a big fan club here, full of action, and I've certainly never seen Mancini in a poor fight. His first fight since last February, since he outpointed the British champion George Feeney, but that was in a non-title fight in Italy, and that too was a good fight. And it's good to see then that Mancini doesn't appear to be having any trouble with the damaged shoulder and the freak accident that he had when a sparring partner dislocated his collarbone while he was training in Bofuda-Suana for a title defence. And it's a fast start indeed. Mancini getting off fast because he doesn't know anything about Romero, other than he says he doesn't look too bad around the face, so he probably hasn't taken too many punches. Chance coming there for the nickname Boom Boom Mancini. And a packed crowd at the famous Garden in New York, 20,000 people. The first-timely referee, Tony Perez, a Puerto Rican who lives in New York, has had to do any work at the start. He's certainly done a lot of appointments in World Championships these days. And what a fast start it is as well. Because Romero is saying, I know all about you, and it's really got to be punch for punch, toe to toe. Mancini generally favours the long punches. When he gets in close, he's good to the body. Leaves himself a little bit exposed when he comes in and stands square on. But he doesn't look to be having any trouble with a southpaw style opponent. Swab ticked out there, but there's no marks around the champion's face, but the trainer's ready. The challenger doesn't bother to sit down. Into the second round. And you'll notice the commercial in the middle of the ring there for Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, which can also be seen on ITV November the 11th. Well, the Peruvian challenger has certainly proved that he deserved the official #1 rating by the WBA. There were certain of us who thought, well, maybe this was just a favour by the WBA officials, most of whom were based in Latin America. But this fellow looks like he justifies it. 31 fights, unbeaten with just one draw. But the first fight in North America. Style of Mancini, of course, he makes hard work of all his fights. Gets in there and he has to mix it the whole time. There's not too much subtlety with him. Seems seems incredible they can keep this pace up. Scheduled for 15, the WBA version. And it really is an exciting fight. Right in the first 2 rounds, can they keep this pace? Mancini not giving Romero any chance to hide. He's trapping him on the ropes. Over the years, I've always enjoyed the lightweight scraps. There's certainly been some brilliant ones, and by the look of this one will go down in the record books as a bit of a scorcher. Still, in many ways, the mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden. And of course, Mancini badly wanted to fight here because his father, Lenny, fought here in 1940 against Marty Servo, who became champion later. Different building, but same name.
Okay, break. Wait up. Okay.
The referee giving them every chance to fight inside. He seemed to be enjoying the fight as much as the crowd. He's unleashing the big punches now early on, Mancini. And they didn't hear the bell there, and I'm not surprised. And there it is, the first damage below Romero's left eye. It doesn't look too dangerous. In these seconds, well, they've got their work cut out.
Dame el agua. Regalado para esa mano.
It looks like white adrenaline cream on the eye there as we come up for round 3, and a little bit of Vaseline as well to seal that cut. Sometimes that does get on the gloves of the other fighter and can be a little bit dangerous. But no doubt referee Tony Perez keeping his eye on that. Good punches coming in there from Mancini, the right-hand punch in particular. And he winds up well with the left hook. Watch that. Doesn't mind taking one to give 2. But I'm certainly impressed with the challenger, fearing the worst now, and now saying, well, no, this is a good fighter. And the referee there really having to bounce around, keeping on his toes all the time with such fast action. Oh, there was the right hand game. It's a bit wild, but when he lands, it still has the same effect. From what we can see, Romero's left eye hasn't worsened very much. The seconds have done a good job with those coagulants there. Well, certainly the champion doesn't look as though he's been short of action and had a shoulder injury. It's as good as I've seen Mancini. Exchange of punches. Sometimes Mancini tries to jab with the left hand just to feel the way in, but before he does that, Romero counters, and it's really going to be a survival fittest.
All right, break.
champion finding the southpaw's left-hand punch. That's the one. Hard to stop.
Okay, break.
So in replay then in the round, there's so much action. And then he leads, there's the punch. And there's the champion's father, Lenny Mancini, who'd had open heart surgery at one time. He's very proud of this lad. So in round 7, and the pace just quietened down a bit between the 4th and this round. That seemed to be inevitable because it was such a fantastic pace anyway, but they're picking it up right away in the 7th round. Almost like the first all over again. It's incredible. Heads bumped as well as they came in there. There's almost like a couple of billy goats, but there's nothing dirty in the fighting at all, and neither of them have complained or looked at the referee. Well, Mancini's had his share of long-distance fights when he fought Aguero. That went to the 14th round. And again with a challenger, Kim from Korea went to the 14th round, who tragically died after that fight. Just watching this and saying, well, I'm not sure this one could even go that far.
All right, break. Anything else?
Really is level on merit and so far on punching power. Champion probably a bit ahead.
Okay, right.
And now Mancini's in trouble. He's too cut around the face. His right eye's cut just below.
Okay, right.
So that's equaled the handicaps. The cut is well below trouble, as the trainers would say there, using the adrenaline swab stick. And in replay, can we see where that happens? Almost as Romero misses with a punch and then moves in again, and there it is, bingo. That could easily have caused a punch, although it landed on the nose, I think. So round 8, and both champion and challenger now cleaned up around the eye and just hoping that those injuries won't worsen, because it really has been a great battle, and it would be a shame to see one go out through injury. Mancini looks as though he's getting on top again. Takes chances, Mancini, but often gets away with them with those winging punches coming in. Good effort indeed from the Peruvian then. 31 fights, and he's won 30, one draw, with 12 KOs along the way. Latin American champion for a long time. And these hard-bitten New Yorkers They're saying, well, this fellow's okay, he can come back, whatever happens. Referee noticed there, just glancing at the injury again around Mancini's eye. There's another cut showing. Few distress signals going up probably in Mancini's corner. They've got to work on 2 cuts now at the end of the 8th. Well, they don't look too bad at all. The seconds can cope with those okay. As we come out for the 9th, and Tony Perez has had a look at them. If anything, Romero's injury looks worse. But this is the time when champions have to grit their teeth and say, I can't allow this fellow to cut me anymore and get to work. I must say this comes very close to resembling the Roberto Duran-Kenny Buchanan lightweight championship fight that was in this ring. Strictly a get-stuck-in effort. There's hardly any tactics available here. Oof, the left hook that went in there was a good punch from Mancini. Perez looking at the challenger again. He's really got back into the game in style here, the champion. Throwing quite a number of right-hand punches there, Mancini, to counter the southpaw style. He doesn't mind missing with a few, so long as he can land his fair share, and he does. Missed with that one. Oh, and the left hook came over. What a punch that was, right on the jaw. He was off balance at the time, Mancini. And there's no way that Romero's going to make this. The referee's going through the formality of the count, and he's out in the 9th round. Manages to get back to the corner as they remove the gum shield. And I imagine Mancini knew the moment he landed that blow that there was no way the challenger was going to beat the count. And there's the Mancini family, mum and dad, getting the congratulations as well. And in replay then, we can watch that again. The right hand goes, misses, he's off balance, and then he whips that left hand in. His head hits the floor. There's no way he's going to make it. He pulls himself up, and he doesn't know what's hit him.